Good morning. I am Gilbert Morris. I was professor at George Mason, scholar in residence, and for 2 terms, director of its African American Studies program and the Paul Robeson Museum. Today I want to discuss in brief the subject of reparations. Reparations has become a watchword of the current political season, and it has become a great concern, congealed from years of discussion, mostly in the Black scholarly community and in what is known as the radical left Black community, as it were. My hope is to analyze the question on its own logic, based on an understanding of law, of history, and of economics, and also the political understanding of what is possible, after all. That is the art of politics. Reparations exploded into our psyche after a young scholar, Ta-Nehisi Coates, wrote a paper for The Atlantic entitled Reparations, which became all the rage. I think it was 2012 or 13. In that paper, Mr. Coates was able to show a history of constant retreats from fairness in respect of America's Black population, and he was able to demonstrate that whether it was the GI Bill or it was redlining in housing or it was any other benefit owed to Americans, to taxpayers, to military persons, Black persons were left out. It is very interesting, if you would note, from President Clinton straight through to President Obama, including President Bush 43, you would note soldiers, mostly minorities, who were given their medals in this modern period more than 50 years after they'd served, and yet in this late stage of their life, they were just being recognized. They did not benefit from being recognized at the earliest possible stage, as were Senator John or Foreign Secretary John Kerry or Senator John McCain. They were not recognized and therefore did not receive the benefits that were due them. In Mr. Coates's wonderful article, therefore, there was a direct line between people who are living and the loss of benefits which were owed to them. You also had communities like Rosewood and the Tulsa, Oklahoma business community, which was destroyed in 1924, which is called Black Wall Street. I don't refer to it as that because that seems to me to beg the question. If it is black, how can it be Wall Street when Wall Street was one of the centers financing slavery and discrimination? But this is an important understanding for us to gain a perspective on reparations. I think we have confused reparations with restitution and compensation. The people who were aggrieved in Mr. Coates's article, he is calling for a remedy of compensation. They did something and they deserve compensation for it. Or something was taken from them and they deserve a restitution. Reparations is a completely different proposition. Reparations cannot be demanded. The individual who perpetrated the wrong has to be so convicted in his mind or spirit that he seeks to make restitution, that he seeks to compensate, and in so doing, This is reparations. Reparations is a moral proposition. Compensation can be demanded by law and shown by evidence. Restitution can be demanded by law and shown by evidence. I hope that improves a little bit our understanding. I'll speak on this again in the near future. Thank you.